Okay, I changed batteries. Let's see if that works. Okay, so while I was fighting with my camera, I went ahead and actually watered this in case you didn't realize it. So there's that. So this whole section is completely wet here. So that means I can't do any work on the water here. So let's go ahead and go back and do work on the sky here. So gonna go ahead and see if I can, there we go, found that real blue. So so I've got a cloud here and a couple other clouds going on over here. So I just want to intensify this color a little bit, but I want to make sure that I don't get my arms into this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and rotate this around so that I can actually work on this top part here. Let's go ahead and shift you around a little bit here. So we're just going to, and light strokes, light round and round, and remembering where it is that we are going to want to be intensifying this. Now, one of the other tricks that I might want to actually be considering is bringing in some orange. Now, as you're also probably might be able to see, I'm not sure if you can see that. Can you see the fact that my paper is crinkling up? So I'm holding it down as I'm working my pencil back and forth to make sure I don't get any wobble while I'm working in this area that I'm actually, and while I'm actually working too, when I put the water on, I got some discoloration and some blooms with it. And I'm actually going to be working with those in order to actually give me more cloud formation. At first I was like, oh, that's not what I wanted. But now it's kind of like, okay, take advantage of those in order to intensify up and give you an even better look of cloud formations. So, you know, go with these things when they happen. It doesn't have to be exactly what you see on your paper to give you, you know, some good looking stuff going on. So but yeah, you know, be aware, you know, when you start adding your water, you're gonna get this wrinkling of your paper. I will show you how to get rid of that later on when you go to finish it. So what I'm just doing is I'm just very gently circles. Don't want to give any the direction of looking like I have you know, a pencil direction here going on. Looks like I actually have some pencil marks here. I'm going to have to actually come in with my eraser and see if I can get that off later on. Now I'm liking these. Oh, that's one of my, that's my tree. Okay, that's what that is. That's my tree. So I'm very aware of the fact that while this is a watercolor medium, this is also still a pencil medium. So I like to make sure that my pencil marks are not completely eradicated when I make an image. It's you know, if you completely, you know, removed everything from your pencil mark, then just use watercolors. So don't take away everything of these little, you know, Bob Ross moments, these little happy mediums that come through. So take advantage of these little things as they happen. Got some little stuff going on over here, so I'm gonna work with that. So yeah, just keep working this here. And I'm also very aware that it's lighter here at the line of the where the land meets the sky. So I want to make sure to keep that in mind and not, you know, eradicate that. But constantly move your paper around. You don't have to, you know, come at it from one direction here. Yeah. Moving it. Okay. Twirling it back around here. Yeah, that's a little better. Yep. Might have to come back through with some darker, some oranges here on this cloud to help warm it up and bring it a little more forward to us. So okay, let's see what we can see here. And yeah, gonna definitely need to darken up this this area back there. How is that? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we know that this is dry back here, and this is really, really dark back in here. This is one of the things that was so striking about this. Okay, so we've got this really, really dark and really, really green. Really, really flat. And it's sloping to a wedge. Now, one of the things I'm doing is I'm making sure that my wrist is not laying down on this, because I'm very aware that this is all very wet down here. So I don't want my wrist to actually land on this. Okay, and right to there. Okay. There we go. Now I might come back with some blues with this to help with that. This is a very foresty green, so it's gonna very much have that, you know, push back for that. But might add a little extra just to make sure that we get it good and far away. Let's add a little cobalt to that too. Oops, wrong one. A little cobalt. Here we go. Now we can start making some decisions. We've got most of it actually covered. So now we can start making some decisions. Okay, are we dark enough now? We may not be able to enact on them yet, but we can start making some decisions. Are we dark enough? Do we have these dark things dark enough yet? What? What did you say? My studio helper is now coming in. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. What about this one? Nope, that's not it. So I think it's this one. Yep. Okay. So It's very funny to me, some of the colors as I'm looking at these colors of the greens. I'm putting in, this is called green something or other, green zinc looks like, and I'll be putting another color over the top of it. It's almost like a green apple, almost, it looks like to me. I find manufacturer colors names are vary a lot from manufacturer to manufacturer. You know, you have your normal ones like cobalt and, you know, things like that. But they do start getting a little creative for some things. So they want to, you know, have their own specific colors. But I find that if you put down a light color like this, which, you know, you always should put your lighter colors down first. And then if you put your other colors down over the top of it, that helps it make it look like there's sun dappling through it. There we go. So I do have my two trees here that I want to put in, but I'm not going to actually put them in until I'm 100% positive that I have this sky done the way I want it to be done. So definitely going to have to wait on those. Wow, okay. It's so hot in here that my grass is already done. So let's go ahead. We can move on to the water. So let's get started with that. So as I'm looking at this, so as we're looking, we can see here we have one color, and then over here it gets darker because this is in shade. So we're going to have to pull out two different colors. This is more of a blue and this is more of a purple. So we're going to have to make sure we know where the shade is coming across here. So this is the blue sections. So we're going to have to make sure we've got the blue. Dum-da-dum. Oh my goodness, we're having a fit over there. Okay, so here comes the shade across here. Okay, so we have, and make sure we leave our clouds. We're just leaving the ideas of where our clouds are going to sit. We'll get to that later. We'll get to more of those detail things. Okay. And understand, eventually this will eventually be all reflection in here too. So this will all be, looks like grass also. Okay, so here's our light blue. And then let's see if we can find us more of a violet. That is, there we go. Normally I have to say I don't. Okay, so there's a little cloud right over there, so we're just going to go around that. Normally I don't leave my images on my phone. I print them out because I don't like to actually be constantly, checking my phone, bringing it up. Circle, circle, circles, trying not to put any directional on the water. Even though I am a little bit. Eventually, with all of the layers that I put on here, okay. Come back in here with this, do some directional, do some round and rounds. Okay. Put this in, and then I'll water this in too. Oops, pencil's on the floor. And here we go. And here we go, down towards the end. Thanks for stopping by my very hot studio today for this little quick fill in. So we're going to let this dry, and we'll come in for our second layer, get started with some of that. Start balancing out some of the colors. Start working on pushing things back. look at all that pretty sunlight back there dancing around. So remember, Daniel and I, we like coffee. So if you'd like to, you can buy us a cup of coffee. And I hope you like the beginning of this little watercolor pencil drawing I've got going on. And as always, don't forget to like, click, and subscribe. Share with your friends. And always have fun with your own drawings. And there we go. Okay, see you for the next one. Bye.